Louis Theroux, 51, is preparing himself for his three sons hitting the stage where they're experimenting in their relationships, but the journalist admitted he may have a rude awakening ahead of him. Him and his wife Nancy Strang share a 15, 13 and 7-year-old together, and intend to continue looking out for them and keeping an eye on them so they turn out reasonably robust. It comes after singer 20-year-old Billie Eilish said recently that she started seeing porn from the age of 11. She confessed that destroyed her brain and caused nightmares because some of the content was so violent and abusive. It also affected what she expected in her relationships, and with this in mind, Theroux admitted, "It's something I'm conscious of, but slightly tuning it out. I tend to think it's a legitimate cause for concern, but also that children raised by parents who are looking out for them and keeping an eye on them are reasonably robust. I'm on the cusp of my kids entering that stage of their lives, so I may have a rude awakening ahead of me." He added, "I haven't even disabled the settings on my internet." The filmmaker explained that he has sat down with his kids and had a conversation about porn and how what they see is not real life. "I have said to them, when you see porn, if this is something you've stumbled across, just so you know, that's not the real world. That's not how people have sex. That's people who are performing and doing things to satisfy consumers and don't mistake it for how sex takes place. Along those lines. And it's like, shut up, Dad," he chuckled. Theroux also had some words of advice for all parents out there. "Someone needed to say to her, Billie Eilish, when she was a child, it sounds like I'm blaming the parents, and maybe I am, slightly. Children and young adults need to understand that the porn world isn't the real world." The topic of porn is also the subject of one of his 3 new US-based documentaries, branding the aura surrounding the X-rated acts a myriad hypocrisy. People who might watch porn on their computer, but think the people who make it are ugly or disgusting, he shrugged in a chat with Radio Times. "It's a classic old trope, isn't it? That double-edged attitude to sexuality in general. One of the themes in the world of porn is that because many people in the mainstream view it as somewhat distasteful, while probably at least some of them are using it, disreputable people thrive and a lot of bad stuff happens." He also admitted to using it, and has not alone. "In my life, of course, I've been a user of porn," Theroux said honestly. "I sort of see it as a bit like. Maybe this sounds harsh, but it's a bit like junk food, right? It's not something you're especially proud of using. But there are times in your life when you can't get a decent meal, or you're in a rush, or you're just trying to get a need met." Theroux's full interview is available to read now in Radio Times.